tour. They're co-headlining, and they got Fu Manchu opening up. Beautiful. That is a trifecta, boy. And not far off, Thursday, September the 19th, the thing is going to go down at Jacobs Pavilion. You can go to axs.com. That'll have all the details for you. If you have that app on your phone, it's even easier. Tickets, info, all that. MMS presenting Clutch and Rival Sons on the 19th. And you can be there. It'll be caller 10. I'll probably see you there. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
If you find yourself breathless with constant laughter, congratulations. Now, could you tell us what show you're listening to? It sounds fun. This is the Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Clutch is one of those bands I fully expect every year they go, hey, we're gonna call it a career. We're gonna do a farewell thing. They've been around for so long, but they keep doing such good work that I don't know how they do it, boy, but they do. So I will have those tickets for you all this week. Around this time, we got Hot Celebrity Goss in mere minutes. Mary, have you girded your loins?
No.
For Perez Bilton?
No.
Guardians will play the Royals again tonight in Kansas City. You know what Kansas City is known for? George Brett and barbecue.
Oh, I was gonna.
It depends on if you ask Tom Brenneman.
Yeah.
But no, not him. Not his slur-infused commentary. Guardians in Kansas City tonight. They beat them last night, getting slow revenge for that homestand when the Royals were here. 7:40 tonight.
They did actually take a game against the Royals last week. They won that last one.
Oh, that's right. They avoided the sweep. 7-5. So they'll play them again tonight. Guardians Live is when your coverage begins at 7:10 here on the Buzzard. 7:40, your first pitch. And then they'll play them again tomorrow night before they head out west to play the Dodgers. And then they will go to Chicago to beat the White Sox 3 times. And then they'll come back home, play the Tampa Bay Rays. I don't know what you did over your big, long Labor Day weekend, but I bet you weren't sucking down wieners. They had that Netflix live stream, Joey Chestnut and Kobayashi. These are the two titans in the field of male competitive eating. There are women who do this too, but they just don't get as much attention. And I don't know why that is.
Because they're not chomping as many wieners.
Is that what it is? Yeah, but I would think at the very least there's a certain portion of the population would rather watch female competitive eating than men.
Probably.
Yeah. You know who Rob Riggle is?
Of course.
Veteran comedian. He was a Daily Show correspondent many years ago. He's been in films. You know him if you see him.
Step Brothers.
Yeah. He was the MC for this whole thing. And there was $100,000 on the line. You know, these guys did the big Nathan's 4th of July event usually until Joey Chestnut was banned. He ran afoul of Nathan's because he started pimping veggie dogs or something, right?
Impossible or something.
Impossible
like that.
wieners.
Or Beyond, one of the two.
Beyond wieners. This was indoors, this one. Usually competitive eating, I think, is something you want to see outside. Inside, if you watched any of this, it looked really gross because it was inside and it had like professional lighting. So it just looked, it's on there now. They did it live, of course, but you can watch it on Netflix.
Anytime you want now.
Anytime you want to watch it, you certainly can.
With a total score of 83 hot dogs eaten. The winner of the first ever Netflix unfinished beef hot dog competition and new world record holder, It's Joey Chestnut!
I mean, his last name is food.
Yeah.
Takaru Kobayashi. I don't think I ever knew his name. He's the guy, of course, from The Usual Suspects. The first contest between them in 15 years. And, of course, what's one of the big prizes you get other than the money? Sitting down with Carson Daly.
Oh, right.
That's part of it, too.
And, dude, it's made me hungry. Yeah, I'm going to be eating hot dogs on Labor Day like never before, and I'm going to be breaking records. And, dude, maybe I'll make it back to Coney Island next year, but I'm just focused on dominating this contest.
Of course, that was before they did it, and then they show part of his preparations. But they weren't
Dunking.
dunking.
They said that was not allowed.
Right.
This version was not
So
allowed.
dry.
No.
But why would you
But then they
why
drink
would
water
you
right
switch
after.
it up?
I don't know. It's just the rules that
They
they
gotta
agreed
make
on.
it different.
That was the rules they agreed on. They
Yeah.
went with no dunking.
They can wash him down with water.
Yeah. Pants had this. He got the notification that Joey Chestnut set the record while we were up, and it was like just before the air show started. So there's like 30 people on the roof, and he just goes, "Joey Chestnut just beat Kobayashi. World record, 83 hot dogs," and everybody started cheering. We started a USA chant. It was
Sure.
great. We're back, baby.
Joey Chestnut inhaled 83 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Kobayashi, who is 6 years older than Joey Chestnut, he's 46. He only sucked down 66 wieners.
Joey Chestnut's 40.
Yeah. He looks a lot older than that, boy. That's what the competitive eating does to you. That is a hard 40. Kobayashi looks a good 10 years younger.
Yep.
He had announced his retirement earlier this year, but he said that he would come back against Joey Chestnut for one last. But obviously, with this, there can be no doubt who the best wiener inhaler is. Joey Chestnut said he had been trying to get to 80 hot dogs for years, but Kobayashi gave him the incentive he needed. He never would have been able to do it. So his 83 hot dogs, a personal best.
That's so gross.
His record was 76.
He smashed it. 83 hot dogs.
He said, see, every villain needs a hero, and every hero needs a villain. He said, we weren't always nice to each other, but I love the way we push each other to be our best. I mean, something as stupid as competitive eating, and I guess stupid is a sliding scale because he did win $100,000. There's real money here. But, you know, you have to obviously pump it up.
I also feel like Netflix could have done a bigger prize. Like $100,000 is nothing to sneeze at, but it also, like, make it $1 million. You got the money, Netflix.
Well, they probably wanted to kind of see what kind of
Response
attention
they
that they would get.
Seems
Yeah,
like they got
for this.
quite a bit of attention.
I'll show you a little bit of it here. Kobayashi shaved his head after talking to Carson Daly. Maybe he had lice.
Champion is going to walk away an apparent winner. There's 10 seconds to go as the fans count it down.
It just looks so gross and painful. It just looks like
I
you're
don't like watching it. It makes me want to puke.
same
it's really
because
gross.
the face they make is the same face of somebody who is about to puke. It's just the food's going down instead of coming up. Kobayashi doesn't even speak English. He needs a translator there. So, got to be the easiest translating gig, right? I mean, if you're Shohei Ohtani's translator, you got a lot of splaining to do.
Yeah.
But if you're Kobayashi's translator, they go, here's how many hot dogs he ate. See you later. Good night, everybody. He said through his translator that he felt like he did everything he could.
Ugh.
And now Kobayashi will go off into retirement.
Hey.
I don't know what you do after this. What's your next act?
Poop.
Just pooping.
Lots of poop.
He's a competitive
Clear
pooper?
Competitive pooping.
Clear
Wow.
out your system.
Kobayashi's nickname is the Tsunami. Tsunami. He said, I'm literally back for one day. He hasn't competitively eaten for 5 years. because he retired. Imagine that. One guy brings you out of retirement. And it's not like you just got to do some calisthenics, right? You got to get your stomach back into, oh, God.
Yeah, you have to stretch your stomach. Ugh, yeah.
Yeah.
You think they eat hot dogs, like, outside of this?
I would
You think it
never.
ruined hot dogs for them? Or are they like, yeah, throw me one on the grill?
Yeah.
Throw me 25 on the grill. I'm a little hungry today.
Yep. So they couldn't do it the way they had normally done it in the past. They couldn't dunk, and they couldn't pull the wieners out of the bread. Couldn't pull the wieners out of the buns.
And it ended up working out because he
Yes.
set a record.
Yeah. All right. You want to do some hot goss?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I know you've retired,
Mm-hmm.
but I know that you've.
No, we're back. No.
You're back now?
We're back.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. All right. I want to make sure. Heard a rumor.
This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez Bilton. Ooh.
All right. Get ready to chomp down on some soggy goss. Starting things off with Nikki Bella, who also was one of the co-hosts of that event. She's a former wrestler, and her and her husband, the Dancing with the Stars Russian, Artem Chikvinchistev.
The Dancing with the Stars Russian. I think there's a couple Russians on that
well,
show.
he's
Yeah.
one of them.
All right.
They're gonna get a divorce because he beat the crap out of her last week, and he was arrested. And according to inside sources, he's gone from Dancing with the Stars to dancing behind bars.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, faux shiz.
I didn't see. That's a terrible story. I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Wow. Okay.
It's super messed up.
And now I'm definitely not going to start watching that show.
Yeah. Amy Slatton? I don't know what her name is, but she's one of the stars of the 1,000-Pound Sisters, and she had quite the time. She went to a safari park in Tennessee, and while she was there, she got bit by a camel. And so she was trying to get out of there. She kind of made like a makeshift bandage out of a T-shirt, and then they brought her out on a stretcher, and when they got to her car, they ended up arresting her because she had a bunch of weed and psychedelic mushrooms just out in the open around her kids. So they jail over child endangerment and having narcotics. And according to inside sources, the camel's going to be a big star because of all this and is getting its own spin-off reality show called The Vanderhump Rules.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, faux shiz.
Mary liked that one.
She loved
I
it.
need another nap.
You can take your naps. I'm writing these gems.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then finally, Adele announced at her concert in Munich that after she's done in Vegas with her residency, she's taking an indefinite hiatus from making music. She didn't say how long she's gonna do it, but she's getting married to Rich Paul in the coming months, and after the Vegas run, she's done for a while. And according to inside sources, hey, why not the Zac Brown Band? Huh? Why don't they take a break?
This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez Bilton. Ooh.
Oh, that Adele. Oh. She's going the Kobayashi route.
Yeah, she's done.
She's gonna retire.
Other options. I mean, she'll make music again at some point,
Yeah,
but she just wants to
be a kept woman for a little while.
I imagine they're gonna get married and probably have kids, and she just wants to live a low key life.
You think so?
I thought I saw that she was just taking a break from performing, not
Well,
from
what else does she do?
writing. Well, she could write and record an album.
From what
see.
I read, she said she's just taking a break from music
Maybe, I don't
in
know.
general.
Mary, you just heard Perez Bilton,
I don't have
okay?
inside sources. You're right.
It begins and ends.
My inside sources said Zac Brown should be the one taking a break.
We heard the first time.
He doesn't write his own music anyway, so why not?
Here we go.
God, that story about that 1,000-pound sister is wild,
It's
by
so
the way.
crazy. Yeah, they got bit by a camel, and they're like, "Oh, are you okay? Oh, wait, why do you have so many So much drugs.
But
just
it's
out in the open.
It's wild that they're like, oh, she lost a lot of weight. Those 1,000-pound sisters.
Yeah.
She's down under 400 pounds now, which I guess is good news.
Yeah.
I don't know how these people.
Better to be under 400 pounds than over 400 pounds.
Yeah. She finalized her divorce last year, she and her husband at the time. They had 2 sons while they were married. And she said it was nonstop mental abuse from her husband. But the 1,000-pound sisters, they were 500 apiece, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
something like that.
Some permutation of that
650
and
yeah,
650 and
added up to 1,000. Yeah. And they got 5. I don't think it's on anymore, first run, but they got 5 seasons of that show out. The last season was last year. But they get the weight loss surgery. They got to lose the weight to get small enough, relatively speaking, so that they can do the weight loss surgery without them bleeding out. And she's lost 176 pounds, which is no small thing for, a person who is not 500 pounds. But you're probably not going to be very happy in your life either. So you're going to have drugs at a Tennessee safari park outside Memphis. And she's not even 40 yet. She's in her mid-30s. Scooped up on Labor Day. The police say they notice suspicious odors. If that were you and me, they would probably immediately think weed. But for somebody like her, there could be such a melange of scents in that car, right?
A lot of flaps and folds.
It could be burger wrappers. It could be farts. It could be any number of things. So I have to imagine that there was some kind of canine animal involved in this. How can the human nose, which as we've established is the most sensitive of the senses, how could the human nose discern one single scent from what is sure to be a terrible, terrible olfactory bouillabaisse there in her car? But anyway, she's, I'm sure she'll figure that out. I don't think that 1,000-Pound Sisters is still a show, but it might be. And frankly, think how good it makes the sister look, right? This one's getting in all kinds of trouble. The other one's just like, I'm just out here trying to lose weight. I'm out here trying to do my thing. I got a break here. If you're on hold, I'll grab you on the way back. I will have those Nothing More tickets for you a little bit later on. Want to go see those guys. 5:30, under an hour, I will have the next keyword for you to get to Vegas. Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is now just a couple of weeks away. These keywords get you $1,000 and the